in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind. Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control. Let the darkness take control. Darkness take control. May the darkness take control. Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Sink to your heart to find you. Open up your eyes till you're blinded by the lies, so you can see what you do. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. Oh, it's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Teardrops on the floor. The pain is over. Feel the darkness take control.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want now. This ain't what you want. You alive, can't put me in a box. I redefine any definition you got. I am the tiger, I'm making steps to the top. The flames, I whip it up, you just gotta hand me the rock. Take a seat, you cannot stand it. All I know, the flow harder than a Scotch bunny. Don't try studying me, you cannot manage. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.
Yeah, you better listen. I'm bringing heat, you'll be a fan when I start rapping. Way I'll have your fucking head spinning. I'm known as spit vicious, release bombs and go tick tick. Boom, you blow me that head missing. I'm a phenomenon, stacking cheese like it's Parmesan. 8 different flows, call me Octomom. I'm moving fast like the Autobahn, and I'm independent, so I'm not your fucking starving like it's Ramadan. Sick, twisted, gifted, can't copy, printed, can't hold me down. I shape shift, I'm liquid. I killed this beat, I might get convicted. They know how I move, it was predicted. Persistent, spoke it into existence, so consistent, no assistance. Hear me once, become addicted. If I rap it, then I live it. There's no cap when I be speaking this.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. Crack it. Crack it.
I just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna.
Shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me, that's why I
And I do believe, finally, I am live coming back at anybody here in the chat on Twitch and even in our Discord right now. I am typically here for casting games, but this day is going to be a little different, as instead I am going to be hosting the Player's Choice Award for the entire Overwatch, like, players of the MAAC right now. And yeah, I do everything without a script, so if I don't sound professional, well, you know why it is. But yeah, um like I said, things are going to be a little different today as I have you guys over here on Twitch, but also please keep in mind that I am doing this live out of the server of Rider University right now. So if you guys want to pop in and hear me live, it's going to be no different than the Twitch chat. But if you're here on Twitch, I welcome you in. If you're here in the chat, in Discord, lovely. It doesn't matter. So I appreciate that all you guys are here. But as I said, today is a little different. Typically, I'm here for games in terms of casting, but this time we are going to be celebrating the players of the entire MAAC League, from players across, whether it's from Mount St. Mary's all the way down to Canisius. Every player needs to get celebrated and recognized for what they do. But sadly, I will say this, problem with awards is that somebody needs to win them. So even if you do not win an award today, at least you still had a shot no matter what. Every player has equal chance of being recognized. And congratulations for all your hard efforts throughout the season, guys. I really am impressed with what I actually saw this year. But it's not up to me what I see this year. It's up to what your fellow players actually saw, because they are the ones that majorly did the voting, and I just got a Twitch I think subscription. Thank you whoever did that. But let's not beat around the bush for too long. I think I am gonna transition us into the actual awards now. As I said, this is the Player Choice Awards. I have jokingly coined this the Winton Awards, so I hope you guys enjoy that for now, because, you know, everybody loves Winton and whatnot. But yeah, I think we need to introduce the kind of categories that are up for grabs and what people. Oh, wait, not quite yet. This is exactly what everybody wants. It's every team is vying for the Winton Award of their choice. It doesn't matter. Everybody loves Winton. But yeah, let's get into the categories that are going to be up for grabs. We do have the Roll Stars category, which consists of the top 3 tanks, the top 3 DPS, the top 3 supports, the best duo DPS, and the best duo of supports. This is going to be followed by the fan favorites category, which has the most interesting players. I think I changed the order of this one, so that might be out of order. Best captain and coach, fan favorite team to face, and fan fave player, forgot the word that, fan favorite player outside of gameplay, and best in-game name. Third category, we're going to have the team MVPs. And honestly, I'm not going to run that down because it do be what it do be. It's literally all the teams but their MVPs. So congratulations to those who get that. And the final category, we're just going to call it most. Why? Because it's going to be for the most improved team from last year. It's going to be for the team that most improved during this year, the most underrated players, the most improved singular player this time around, and finally, the most valuable player of the entire league, voted by everybody here watching right now, and those who aren't watching. I don't know if you guys aren't here. Come on. If you guys know your teammates are not watching, message them right now. Get them in the Twitch chat. Maybe get them in the Discord. It doesn't matter. Get them in here. What matters is if they are here right now. But yeah, those are our categories. So let's get right into the Roll Star categories. Starting off with, what did I say? I think we saw the top 3 tanks. This year, like I said, a lot of good and interesting gameplay coming out from all the teams. I absolutely loved everything I saw. My bias, some people would say I'm a rider bias, but I got to give it up to the top 3 tanks, which I absolutely agree with. We have our top 3 tanks being Zerial of Mount St. Mary's, January of Manhattan, and Dex. Not being a top 3 sweep, Quinnipiac not making it in there just yet, but January from Manhattan being that 4th place player team, sneaking into the top 3 tanks. You don't need to necessarily be a part of the top 3 the top three ranked teams to get these awards, as you could see clearly, even from this. But yeah, your top three tanks are these three. Amazing players throughout the year, and I look forward to seeing any of their gameplay should they continue to come next year. But I do believe some of these players, I forgot to mention that some of these players, one of the sad facts about collegiate is the fact that a lot of these players are, not a lot, but a good portion of these players are going to be graduating. But who? We'll get to see that list later. But moving on from the top three tanks, we are going to the top three DPS, and congratulations to the top three being Sammy from Mount St. Mary's, Face Misk, and Mattio W, both taking that spot with it from Marist. So Marist making a double appearance already, defining themselves to be really good at DPS. I will say this, Sammy did a good job at stopping them. So much so in the finals that I don't even know. I'm just happy that that man is in there. And look at his face. I love him right now. Sammy is the happiest guy I have seen. I'm gonna quickly shout out Coach Moses from Mount St. Mary's, because when he sent that picture, it just lit up my day. Because look at that smile. He's adorable. I love him right now. Sammy, you did an amazing job during that final game. You did an amazing job throughout the entire season. I genuinely have you as a top DPS. Love you, my guy. That doesn't mean the other DPS did poorly. I won't deny that. But yes, Sammy, you are on my radar. But these other two players and a multitude of other players that just barely got beat out by these two were definitely on some other players' radars. Everybody got some votes. It's amazing to go through the list and see who's voting for what. But at the end of the day, we do have our top three, and these are your top three DPS. Moving on to supports, I want to say this, and I want to say this loud. If you know this image, that's because it's from last year, apparently. We have we have a repeat of the same three supports winning the top three supports. It's like, I don't know. Are you three consistent, or does everybody just love you three? Because that made my job easy. I just went and stole the image, as you can see if you remember from it. But yeah, just a tad. Doorknob and Thunderkit taking the top three supports both last year and this year. So it's kind of, they already know what they've done. They've already said their piece with it. They're like, yeah, we're here, easy peasy, done with that. I'm just gonna point this out. I have been told that Doorknob, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if this picture is very accurate to you. I'm told you have changed your hair color and whatnot. So yeah, I just, like I said, I stole this from last year. It's very, very outdated at this point. But yeah, Doorknob also, I want to point you out for a brief moment. I appreciate you, homie. But I feel like I didn't get to see a lot of gameplay from you this year. But you still won the hearts of your teammates and all the other players within the MAAC so far. So congratulations on being one of the top three supports there. Like, good job, bro. But yeah, let me see. Oh, and moving on to the best DPS duo in the league. I wouldn't say it's because they won the finals and everything, but at the same time, Sammy. And I love BTG. Oh, BTGG. Sorry, I gotta say that correct. I keep messing it up because saying that name as a caster is very difficult. So saying his name throughout the entire season, although not that hard at the end of the day, I did shorten it to BTG. Love you, bro. Sorry if I offended you by shortening your name, but amazing DPS duo here. One of the two DPS lineups that I kind of had a little bit underrated going into the beginning of the season. It's not that they were necessarily bad. It just felt like they were being a little slow to like pick up until the later end. Like the second semester, they just came out running. What they did a little slow at the beginning of the season, I felt like they looked back at it. They're like, how can we improve it? How can we come out swinging? And they did just that. So much so that they helped lead their tank, Zerial, and their other two supports to a victory in the finals. And I got to congratulate you that, especially after a reverse sweep. That was kind of crazy to see. And Sammy, you won, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that venture. One of the reasons why I like you as a best DPS duo. Moving on, the last, I believe, category in the Roll Stars. We are going to go into the best support duo. But when I was looking at this list, I'm very confused. How are you going to call it a support duo? Give it to Marist, who has 4 supports on list. What duo am I looking at? You got like too many combinations. Like, congratulations, Marist. Yes, your supports did get it. But who? Which one of your supports? Who am I talking about? Which one? All of them? They're good. They're the goats? Yeah. Fair enough. But yes, Marist getting the best support duo. I mean, heck, if we go back, look, Doorknob is in there. I feel like he barely played as no flame 100%, but he wins the hearts of everybody. And continuing that trend, supports for Marist. Absolutely winning the best support duo. Then again, I want you guys to pick out 2 of your 4 supports and specifically give them it. That is up to you, Marist players, all by yourself. But yeah. And with that said, I do believe that is going to do it for our Roll Stars categories. Congratulations to all the players that have won those categories. But moving on to the fan favorites. Once again, this category contains the favorite team to face, in the most interesting team, like in their players, best coach and or captain, fan favorite player outside of gameplay, and best in-game name. So starting off with, I messed up by putting their picture already there. One of the favorite teams to face. You might not know this face just yet. You know what? We're going to run with it. This is one of the players. I forgot to add an animation to her. That's my bad. But if you know her face and you know her gameplay, let me just introduce you to Goop. And that is going to be of Team Rider University. She was supposed to appear with all these other players. These are the people you guys love to face. You got definitely 100% lasers over there on the left. You got Rye Guy. You got Corked in the middle. You got Grizz at the top. And Goop, who's already been staring at you for some reason. My bad. We have technical difficulties here once in a while. But it's definitely okay. Goop doesn't want to be seen right now. Goop really wants me to get her off the screen. Keep moving, she says. Okay. Sorry, Goop. But this is by far apparently everybody's top team to go up against. So love the love from every other team. They appreciate Rider University as a whole. I also do too, as previous alumni and player / coach for Rider turned, I think, strictly caster at this point in time. Love these guys. I watched them grow, and it's amazing to see. However, Goop does not want me showing her, so we're going to move on from this. Next thing, we're going to get to the most interesting players. The most interesting player awards, as voted by you guys, is going to go to the team of Iona. Once again, Iona won this category last year, so I kind of stole this image from them, from last year's slides. It's kind of funny about that. So yeah, if you've seen this image set up, it's 100% not stolen. Let's go with that. But yeah, that one guy on the left, 100% Chief. My source definitely doesn't lie to me when that player is who that is. And 100%, I forget who's this guy at the top right. One of the most interesting players. I'm not even sure if he's even a player anymore. Bro's done with the MAAC at this point. But he stuck his way in there because he was there last year. But yeah, Iona having an interesting band of characters. You big African, I see you looking over all angry over your monitor. One of the best, one of the most interesting players over there. I had a different image for Majin, but I did not use it. And Corked, if you're watching the chat, if you're watching the stream, if you're in chat, you know which one I'm talking about. You did not provide it to me, so I blame you. But yeah, your interesting player awards do go to Iona. Next one, we are actually going to be moving on to the best captain and coach for the league. And this person was voted by you guys. Acknowledging a coach is kind of interesting to me because they do so much on the back end that sometimes they go underappreciated. So the fact that his ability to coach his team to the level that they did cannot be understated. And congratulations to Moses. I know you gave me an image but I really loved your Discord image for this one, so I kind of kept that. Congratulations, Moses, for that. And actually, are you still? Is he still in the chat? No, he's gone. I really wanted to bring him into the call for a brief moment, ask what his thoughts are that like his ability to coach got recognized so much by the players. But he has left me. No. Somebody get him back. I want to bring him back. Can he come back? Is he back? No. Where'd he go? Why'd he leave? But yeah. Once again, congratulations, Captain slash Coach. It's just Coach at this point. Coach Moses, for your ability to lead your team to a victory. Oh, there you are. I see you. Invite to speak. Let's get him in here. Hello, hello, good sir. What's up? How you doing? And how do you feel about winning the best coach award? Like I said, it's very difficult for like somebody on the behind the scenes to essentially get recognized. But how do you feel that everybody in the MAAC has recognized you as like one of the best coaches? Oh, oh wait. Sorry, I think I messed up. Your audio is not coming through, and that is purely my fault.
Oh, is it good now?
Yeah, I believe you are good now.
All right. So like it feels really good. Like I was the assistant coach last year and I was kind of thrown into that position kind of last minute. Um but I really like to give like all the credit to like the team as well because this is the first team that I've ever coached and there was a lot of things that they kind of pointed out to me and I had a lot of help along the way from Sammy, uh, Zerial, BTGGs. They really kind of helped me. Sammy's older brother is an Overwatch coach that also really helped me, like, kind of figure everything out. And I kind of owe it all to them for and their hard work for I guess everything basically. Like I tried my hardest. I tried to put scrims together. I tried to do VODs with everyone individually and as a team. But without their like constant hard work and like wanting to get better, um, I don't know what everything how everything like kind of would have played out.
A lot of credit to your players. I also give them that at the end of the day, but I still have to give you as much credit, just as much as everybody else is giving you, because, like I said, everybody here at the end of the day voted you. So, as much as like you want to recognize your players for this moment on this screen that I'm sitting on, we need to recognize you, sir. So, congratulations. Amazing hard work throughout the season. You did an awesome job. You helped your team.
Thank you.
You helped your team, and at the end of the day, you helped lead them to a victory, and that's on you, sir. You did that. Remember that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Of course. But yeah, thank you for stopping in.
Yep, of course.
All right, we are going to continue. So for now, thank you once again to you, Moses, for joining us. But yeah, best coach goes to you. And our next category is going to actually, for the fan favorites, is going to be fan favorite player outside of gameplay. Now, I've been told by one person, I don't know if anybody else did, but I've been told that I received one vote for this category. And I appreciate that because as a previous player, I really love the recognition coming out to me. But I do not think I've received enough votes to win this category. And when I say think, I mean I know I'm the one that put this together. I do know the actual winner. And unlike it's not going to be me, but your fan favorite outside of gameplay, surprisingly, outside of gameplay is actually going to be Mr. Matty OW. I was not ready for this one. Not because like it's just the gameplay thing. That's my reason why I'm not ready for this. But I genuinely And if you thought we were going to avoid this, we were definitely not, because this is a fun meme with this man. I mean this with no flame, brother, but this is... when we see Matty OW, we see this half the time. But yeah. Oh, and quote Matty OW. Give me a second. Oh my god. Jeez, everybody in the Twitch chat popping up. I was gonna read this out loud, but I don't think I have the energy to absolutely read it out loud. But yeah, a fan favorite once again outside of gameplay is gonna be going to Matty OW. But moving on, our final category within the fan favorites is gonna be the best in-game name. And I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I saw some amazing names throughout this season. I mean, like, we had Steamy Soup of Canisius. We had Light Butter of Fairfield. We had Glizzy Wizard of Niagara. I even like Bob Ross, I'm not going to lie. Bob Ross of Quinnipiac. But everybody's votes is what matters over my own opinion. And that means Mr. Big African is going to be winning the best in-game name this year as well. I'm pretty sure you won last year, good sir. So congratulations on the 2 years in a row. And maybe you'll lose the name of the game once you actually leave the MAAC anyway. But yeah, congratulations on an amazing name. Like I said, a lot of amazing names this year. I appreciate all of them. But Big African is going to take the win on that one. Moving on from the in-game names, we are gonna be moving on to Team MVP, which means everybody here has a shot at getting an award, getting recognized for their efforts within the team. But at the end of the day, surprisingly, it's not only up to your team whether or not you get MVP, it's up to every team if you get MVP within your team. So moving on, we're going to get see Sacred Heart University, one of the few teams that we did get to see the introduction of their team this year. But they did diffuse like out of the MAAC, so they're going to get an honorable mention here. I had the pleasure of streaming these guys' game against Rider University, and they were kind of an interesting set, a bunch of characters. I appreciated them as much as anybody else could. Like, they put in the effort to play the game when they were here, of course. And it was kind of interesting to see like what they had to offer. Although at the end of the day, they did basically leave the MAAC because their team kind of diffused. But I just want to give a shout out to them for at least putting in the effort, at least in the first semester, to show up and give us something at first. But yeah, thank you, Sacred Heart, for your participation. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to have 2 schools this year. So the fact that Sacred Heart was only one that appeared, more credit to them as opposed to, what was it, Merrimack or something? They didn't even show up. So moving on. We're going to go to Canisius. As much as some people like to count them out, I've seen these guys. I've worked with these guys. I've talked to these guys many times over the past couple of years, but I feel like they've kind of fallen out a little bit. But when they came back, like as a team, I'm pretty sure they diffused for a little bit, but they came back as a team to come back in the second semester to try their best. That was led by this MVP being Mr. Ebony Excellence. I'm pretty sure he used to have the name of D-Daddy Mixer. So yeah, surprised that he came back with an amazing new name. But your Canisius is MVP, and I want you to remember, like I said, everybody had to choose somebody, and you were chosen for this. People acknowledged you as one of the better players for Canisius, so nobody could take that away from you, good sir. Moving on to Fairfield, quite a bunch of interesting characters. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to try to I do apologize. I'm messing up. I typically don't have a script, and I technically don't, but I have some little notes this time around for this stuff. I'm supposed to be reading all these players' names. That's my bad. So I failed. Fairfield being one of a good team in my opinion. I've watched them here for the past couple of years. I've said this in the past, and I mean this with no flame. At one point in time, Fairfield was a mid team, like genuinely like middle of the pack. Like if there was 11 teams, they were like fifth or sixth. They literally were always in the middle. But to watch the growth of other teams around them cannot be understated. I'm not saying Fairfield is bad at with where they ended up this season. They did put in a good effort, but seeing the efforts of other teams like Ryder, Iona, and Niagara just like go up was crazy. So it was very tight, tough competition. But yeah, for Fairfield, your player choices were Light Butter, Joe Fuse, Jaws, Sean. I don't even remember Yolo D. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sorry, but Logo de Polo, Starlinia, and XQ Kiro. And the player's choice for the Fairfield MVP is gonna be Starlinia. Congratulations, Starlinia, for being the MVP for Fairfield. Wanna I also appreciated the one time that you did join me on the cast. You are an amazing caster right off the rip. Um, yeah, I'm trying to like think of things. It was quite a while ago, but once again, players chose you for a reason. Remember that. I agree with this choice wholeheartedly. You're an amazing player, and you have more years to grow. So show us what you got in the coming years. Moving on to Sienna. We're going to try to go through this a little quicker because I think I've been slow with this. Your player choices for the Sienna MVP is going to be Mr. Altitude, Sethri, Static, Chunk, Astrophobe, Life, and Bailey. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Mr. Altitude being one of the better players, in my opinion, due to his ability to switch roles cannot be understated. I really liked how he went from like DPS to tank when he really needed to do so. Also, real quick, I want to point out here's a nice little picture. This picture was provided to me by Life themselves. Here's your players that you guys are voting for. I kind of really like the fact that Chunk looks like the Teletubbies son, just hanging up there staring at us. Who's not pictured here is going to be Sethri for because he was not a part of this picture. But you have Chunk, Bailey, Jonah, or Mr. Altitude, Static, and Life in this picture. And who the players voted for to be Sienna's MVP is actually going to be, where's the image? Life. The answer is Life. And I feel like because they don't believe that they deserve this, where's Life when I need them? Did Life leave the thing? No, there they are. I want to bring Life in just for a quick chat on this one.
What's up?
How do you?
That was so bad.
This is the photo you provided.
I provided because Jonah's gripping their heads. Look at his gripper.
I don't see no grippers. We only see you right
now. Go back. You can
No.
see the grippers
No.
on that. No.
We're this is about you. How do you feel, bestie?
Show went to Jonah. That's all I gotta say.
What?
Man went from DPS to support to tank, bro.
And is that your only reason?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to bring you on because I felt like you wouldn't believe that you won. So there you are. You're a winner.
I literally told you to your face earlier today it's going to be Jonah.
And I did not tell you who it was going to be for this reason. Anyway.
Man, I hate being wrong.
Yeah, but you're the better player. So by everyone's choice. So congratulations and go back to the audience. Eddie. Yeah, if you were in the Discord chat, you would be here. But moving on to our next MVP, we are going to be seeing the MVP of Rider University, a team that I am very fond of, mainly due to my affiliation with them, both being alumni at this point, temporary coach, I would say, and then their caster for quite some time. I watched them grow, and I am very proud of what they have been able to achieve. I will say, sadly, they did fall to 7th place at the end of the day, but their ability to basically punch above their weight class cannot be understated. So your MVP options were going to be Court, Grizzly, Lasers, and Kowalski, and Rye Guy. I like how I said Goop earlier when she made the appearance earlier, but Kowalski is just the name we had written down on that one list, so I went with it. Anyway, Kowalski slash Goop is the same person. But the MVP chosen by the players is gonna be Mr. If you could find that Discord channel that definitely was not named after this man, bonus points to you. But it is gonna be Corked. The man, the myth, the legend, the Junker Queen, one main that everybody knows of. So yeah, congratulations to you, Corked. I've been very proud of your growth as a player over the years, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you grow as a player next year. But yeah, everybody in the league acknowledges you as the Rider MVP. Moving on to Iona. Your choices were Big African, Chief, Shawaski, Imajim, Bean, Madara, and Crosshair. I'm actually not gonna lie. I think I'm blanking on exactly who won in my mind right now. I did think it could go to a lot of these players though, which is probably why I'm like confusing like who it was. Like a lot of these players held their own within their own positions. So yeah, a lot of credit due across the board. It's just a matter of how those plays come together. But that's my problem, me not knowing exactly who is going to be the MVP. But everybody in the league did choose somebody specific, and that specific somebody is going to be Mr. Big African himself, winning the best in-game name and also your team's MVP. You were recognized for a lot more, not just your name, but also your gameplay, good sir. So congratulations on being the Iona MVP. Moving on from Iona, we now have. Oh, the graphics are messing up a little bit. I think that is because we have a little too much. I thought it was supposed to fix itself by now. I do believe this is, if I click on it, I think the graphics will show up, but it's Niagara. Your MVP choices for Niagara are gonna be Mr. Event, Dominator, Sire. I always say Sir, but it's like spelled Sire, Sappy, Saturday, and Glizzy Wizard. And everybody has collectively listen, it's there. I'm sorry, Saturday. It's bugging, and I'm gonna say this out loud now. It's your fault. Because the chosen MVP for Niagara by everybody is gonna be Mr. Event, the tank player who started off as a support player, coming in to be that hazard main that everybody knew was just like a terror to them. But yeah, Mr. Event, you are gonna be the MVP for Niagara. I smelly. You all, Mr. I have Mr. Event asking why these images are here right now, and honestly, you can blame Saturday for that. The lineup is crazy. But yeah, congratulations, Event. I actually got the pleasure of seeing you in the early games, like especially against Ryder, being a support player. Kind of interesting to see you come back as one of the more feared tank players, specifically on that hazard. But that sudden change was not just recognized by me, but by a lot of players. So congratulations to you, sir, being recognized as the #1 MVP for Niagara. Oh, Cyrus Happy, please. Uh, moving on to Manhattan. Your team MVP's options were January, Deathslinger, Echo, All Fan. I gotta say that correct because when I kept saying all Fawn, I got flamed in Twitch chat. I think by his girlfriend or somebody along those lines. You have Double and Saraza. Also, let's not forget those two. But the one who's chosen for Manhattan's MVP is gonna be Mr. January himself, the first day of the first month of the year. I wanted to write that down at first, but nah, we just went with January. January, congratulations. I can never get a hold of like exactly were, to be honest. Like, yes, I thought of you as a Rhine player at first, but watching you later in the season and seeing like your ability to flex to any tank kind of catches me off guard every time I see you outside of the Reinhardt. I never thought of you as a Rhine one trick, but I did think of you as a Rhine player. So yeah, it's good to see that my narrow-mindedness is overshadowed by everybody else's ability to actually assess your skills as they are and give you that MVP. So congratulations to you, good sir, being the MVP of Manhattan. And also, I gotta say thank you on behalf of Ryder. You know why. Thank you, good sir. But yeah, moving on, we have Quinnipiac's MVP. Your options were Milky Way, GSR, Bob Ross, Mango Shark, one of my favorite names, and just wait, did I leave one out? No, just a tad. I thought I accidentally left one player out of this. But immediately getting into it, your number one MVP for Quinnipiac is gonna be Mr. Just a Tad himself. And yeah, I kind of had to steal this from before. Just that I didn't even realize you used to be a DPS. So congratulations on your switch to becoming what is it called? Support. Like you stepped out of a role that I guess you deemed your teammates could definitely fill a lot better than you, but you came into support very well. The first game I saw you this year, I'm pretty sure it was Quirk, if you can remind me in the chat, was just a tad majorly a Baptiste player, because that man was cooking Ryder that game, and it was impressive. It might have been Zen, might have been Baptiste, might have been all of them. Like either way, just a tad having a diverse set of characters under his belt, just playing it well, just to a point where everybody recognizes it. And congratulations to you, just a tad, at being the MVP for Quinnipiac. Moving on, we are going to be seeing Mount St. Mary's. Your options were Zerial, I Love BTGs, Sammy, Comey, Nips, and Zach Hammer. We already saw the appearance of 3 of these players so far, and will we be seeing another appearance of another player this time around? Everybody has chosen for the Mount MVP, Zerial. We already saw him, especially in the first slide, but he's going to be making his reappearance here. Zerial, you are, man, bro, looks tired as heck, and so am I. I'm not going to lie. Zerial, you need caffeine, and so, but yeah, Zerial is going to be your MVP for Mount St. Mary's, and for good reason. The man, the myth, the legend. I'm not going to lie. When I first saw his gameplay, I think it was originally out on Zarya, but watching him switch over to Junker Queen was no joke. Man decimates on any tank he picks, and yeah, he's really great. He owes that Sherma. Everybody's stop that. No flame here. Zerial is a great man, but yeah, congratulations, Zerial. You are Mount St. Mary's MVP. And now, the number one team on the leaderboards, we are gonna get to Marist and your MVP options, which having what did I say, 6 supports earlier? Like you guys have a big list here. Can y'all calm down? You have Dax, Kane, Face Misk, Mr. Matty OW himself, Cups, Rogue 6, Thunderkit, and Doorknob. We already saw Doorknob make a surprising appearance earlier. Can he do it again? But you do have this large list of players to choose from. But at the end of the day, the rest of these teams have chosen Face Mist to be the MVP of Maris. And I want to point out the fact that Face Mist, you are the only DPS player in this MVP lineup. Everybody else before you has been either a tank or a support. So congratulations at being not only the MVP for Maris, but being the only DPS to prove that you deserve it. So congratulations to you, Face Mist, and doing a good job for Maris. But yeah, and that is the MVPs for yeah, for all the teams. But little did I put into the beginning, there's a new category. I went around and I asked these teams, I asked some coaches, I asked some players, I asked them for some little fun facts, some little tidbits, some little things about whether it was a player or a team, and we're gonna play along. I want everybody in the chat to like go along with this. We're gonna see a question, and there's gonna be 4 answers. You guys have to guess what team or player that this question applies to. Remember that these questions came straight from either a player, coach, or somebody within our team. So if you see something flaming you as a player, blame somebody. I'm not gonna tell you who told me these questions. Yeah, but yeah, to start off the fun facts, I did not write this one down, so I am also going into this blind in terms of what questions we caught coming up. But for the first question we have, if skill was tied to height, then this team would probably be number 1. With 4 main members standing tall at over 6 feet, their only weak link is their 5th member who stands tall at an impressive 5 foot and 2.5 inches. They told me that 2.5 was very important. Your options are going to be, is this team Sacred Heart University, B, Siena, C, Fairfield, or D, Quinnipiac? I'm going to give you all a moment to figure it out. But yeah, like I said, this person told me that 2.5 inches was very important. If without it, they were going to come to my door with a rusty spoon. Most likely. But yeah. Giving you guys a couple more seconds. Ooh, we got... I'm going to say this. The majority is seeming correct. We are getting the response. The answer is going to be B, Siena. As we did see their picture earlier, we saw how tall everybody was around this player. Life being that impressive 5th member who stands tall at 5 foot 2.5 inches. Yeah, congratulations. Life with that height. Anyway, moving on. The next question is going to be a team bonding exercise gone wrong. After losing a game of Mario Party, this player started flaming their teammates just like my randoms in my ranked games. They later made up when they went to the mall and said, "Let's go gambling!" on Pokemon cards. Man, I have Pokemon cards to open myself. Anyway, it was shortly followed up by, "Aw, dang it!" Your options are going to be which player flamed and made up is going to be Grizzly, Event, Chunk, or Echo. I'm going to let the chat figure out exactly who this option is. Open packs live. Maybe we can. We are getting some question marks. We are getting some questionable people actually struggling on this one right away. We'll see. Let's look at the Twitch chat at the same time. That way I could get an idea. I see some A's, I see some D's. And if you did guess at the end of the day, D, Echo, you were correct. Echo of Manhattan. Absolutely going a little crazy. Mario, bro, it's just Mario Party. Let it be. Now, question is, like, exactly what did you get in those packs? Because I want to know what what you lost to. What packs were they specifically? Let me know in the chat at some point. But yeah, moving on. The next question is, oh, this one, my favorite. Even if Overwatch doesn't make them famous, they always have art. This player boasts a cool 35,000 followers on Instagram and counting. And by counting, I'm counting you guys. You all should follow, but we'll see afterwards. Your options are, ooh, all of them in at the same time. We're going to see Starlinia, Matty OW, Lasers, or Glizzy Wizard. Which player has 35,000 followers? Possibly 36,000 after today. Let's see, maybe. Who's your choices gonna be? I do see a weight B that I could see it, honestly. The man's cooking. But yeah. Starlinia, I'm 100% not sure if that they definitely have an art account, but you know, maybe. They might have 35,000 followers. I don't know. I don't use Instagram, so I genuinely do not know this. So, yeah. But if you guys have answered the question as D, Glizzy Wizard. You were correct. Glizzy Wizard is an artist, and you all should follow her right now. You should follow Glizzy Wizard at Menthol Crayon right now. Anybody in the Twitch, anybody in the Discord chat, if you could screenshot that you follow Glizzy right now, I will bake you cookies. You get the first one to do it. Go, go, go. If you guys don't, yeah. Come on, come on. I need proof that you all followed. Come on. Follow Glizzy right now. Anybody in the chat? Oop. We got a winner. The winner is Event. Wait, she got pulled. The winner is Event. The Event was the first one to post, so I will be baking him cookies should there be a LAN next year. If there's no LAN, you can blame the MAAC. Anyway, moving on. Oh, this questions are popping up anyway. This player is a toxic piece of... Their original account got banned, so they got a secondhand account. But they love the name so much that they never changed it. They even changed their Discord name to match. Your options are Mango Shark, Bob Ross, Logo de Polo, and Zerial. Who is this player? Fucking lasers, all of the above. Wild. But yeah, I kind of like a lot of these names. I can see absolutely why anybody would want to keep them. Zerial, I'm not so sure of, only because like that one just seems a little out there. Mango Shark is cute. Bob Ross is Bob Ross. And Logo de Polo just sounds funny. So yeah, let's take a quick look at the options being thrown out there so far. Let me go to that. And I am gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, the only one I do see so far, and I'm gonna say it out loud, Goop picking A, Mango Shark, is gonna be your winner of this one. Congratulations, Goop. I think you are the only one that has chosen that answer. So good job at picking that one out, Mango Shark. I don't know what your original account name was, but Mango Shark is a great name to go with right now, so good pickup on there. Oh, this question. I hope we're all ready for this one. This player is well known for his love of Overwatch. Oh, sorry, I kind of threw out hints, so pronouns already know it's going to be male. But for his love of Overwatch, watching every pro game that they can, having merch such as Mercy statues, and wearing an Overwatch shirt to every game. It's also rumored that his search history has a lot of MAAC in it. And your options for this person is gonna, well, I think they're all going by themselves. Logo the Polo, Logo the Polo, Polo thy logo, or just a little logo. Which one is it? I wonder. All right, no more beating around the bush. It's a little funny. The answer is... It's Logo the Polo! Congratulations, Logo! This question was provided to me directly by Logo himself. Most likely, yes. We're gonna run with that one. So congratulations, Logo. We all know your love for Overwatch and how much you love this game. I didn't know you bought the Mercy statue. That's crazy. But yeah, anyway. Next question. Life protects life. Or this team protected you by not pulling out this comp that consisted of Doom, Bastion, Junkrat, Moira, and Lifeweaver, which was suggested by their player who really likes likes Weaver. I did not put life. But yeah, your options for the player and the team that protected this comp. You have Life of Sienna, Ryguy of Ryder, Thunder Kit of Marist, or Sarza of Manhattan. Give it a little bit of time. What team was really willing to pull this composition out? Gotta think about that real quick. I am seeing a good variety of answers right now. So it's good to see that not everybody is where. However, it does look like Twitch chat is going to be taking the lead at having the consistency, as the answer was Thunder Kit. Thunder Kit being that Weaver player. I think their icon is like a, not to be rude, I think it's a poorly drawn Weaver, but it's got some charm to it. But it is Weaver, Life Weaver at the end of the day. So Thunder Kit being that Life Weaver player. Also, here's a little image that was provided by me. Here's Marist at the LAN planning this composition out. Secret meta comp, Life Weaver, Doomfist, Moira. There's a little sus in there. They even threw in the Haktua. Don't know what's going on, but yeah, here's inside the game plan with Marist. But yeah, anyway, moving on. Next question. We have respecting their opponent and giving space is sometimes what teams do, but this team kept giving space within the captain position. Never truly having a captain, this team kept swapping captains like they did heroes. Your options are Canisius. Iona came in before B did for some reason. Fairfield or Niagara. Gonna give you guys once again a minute, a hot having players question like, is that my team? Is that truly us? Wondering who it is. I appreciate that. But yeah. And I think it's going to be a clean sweep across the board. It is looking like C is the option that everybody is going with. But C for Iona. Iona never truly having a captain. I was told, I think, by a player, I knew of like about 3 captains, maybe 4, but that's crazy. I never know how much they actually had. Maybe you can confirm in chat how many captains you've gone through, but yeah. Next question. This player, for some reason the answers are already there. This player's solo queue teammates, college teammates, coach, and even friends have called this person, and I quote, an Elo terrorist. Who is this player? Next. And if everybody who knows this player, I think I think the Discord chat is popping off in terms of knowing who it is, because the answer is gonna be Mr. Court himself. I'm not gonna lie, when I was temporary coach, I'm pretty sure I did say this. So me being that coach, that's me. Court. Never on Lucio again. If you see Court on Lucio, please avoid us, teammate. Moving on to, oh, this question. Their love for the game is only outweighed by their hatred for it. This team would much rather spend their time raiding in World of Warcraft or climbing the ladder in Marvel Rivals. They have a team that peaked top 64. I will say, I think Court brought together a team and made it to, what, 128? So we have some things about that. Maybe he has a second team. Maybe he has a third team. But which school came together to actually not want to play Overwatch? And it does seem like this is a clear, easy answer. I do agree with everybody else. It is going to be Mount. Yeah. Why you guys here? Well, actually, you guys did top 1 in the MAAC, so congratulations to that. But I guess Marvel Rivals is going to be next. Only seems Ariel on WoW. But yeah, it's true. That man has been late to games due to WoW. So yeah, shout out to you, Zariel. Oh, and moving on, we do finally have all of the seniors that have been told to me. If you are a senior and are no longer going to be playing next year, sorry, that information was not provided to me. But here's the list of players that I have been told that will be graduating this year and be leaving us. So sadly, goodbye, Bailey, Bean, Kane, Sarza, Chunk, Face Misk, Grizzly, Just a Tad, Cups, Life, Logo de Polo, Madara, Majin, Milky Way, Mr. Altitude, Rye Guy, Sethri, and Zariel. It's gonna be a complete different world without you guys. I will say one little like bonus point to Sienna having the most people graduating on us. Can y'all calm down? Do you even have a team at this point in time? The answer is yes. You have one player remaining, but y'all need to leave him with somebody. Uh, He's going back to low. He's gone. Oh, I've been told that the one player remaining for Sienna is going to be swapping games, so he doesn't even count. Sienna does not have a team anymore. But yeah, congratulations to all the seniors, and good luck on your future endeavors. And finally, the final category is going to be most. And as I said, we had the most of something for everybody. So, yeah, I would like to say if you are here now, both as a player or a representative, should you win any of these categories, I would like to bring you up to just talk about like your experiences and stuff real quick. But for the most first category, we are going to get the most improved team from last year specifically. And we all saw it. We all know it. And even they are ready for it. They were telling me, they're like, I can assume, I could guess, I definitely know. Brothers, it was obvious from day one, not even day one, I guess technically from semester one. We are going to see the most improved team from last year is going to be Niagara. Going from 10th place with an 0-9 record from last year to 5th place. The games from Sacred Heart University was wiped from everyone's record. So at the time, Niagara did go 10-10, going 50% on their games. Amazing. So yeah, the most improved team there is. And I would like to invite, I guess, Saturday, the captain, and I guess president of Niagara Esports to come on
Oh,
and talk about like everything that you put into this team to get you to where you are today, good sir.
first off, I'm the president of the club, not the captain. That's Sire Sappy.
Sire Sappy is the
Um,
captain, but
but I was there last year. I was there for that 0-9. It
so,
was
so should we bring on Sappy instead? Get you out of here. Goodbye. Where's Sappy? Get him in here. Get him in here.
oh no, don't banish me,
I
no.
won't banish you. I'll bring you both on. Sir Sappy, you are invited to join the chat. I don't know the button to get in here. Oh,
That's my goat.
there's my goat.
Hello.
So good,
Um,
sir. Would you like to tell us what it is and how much effort you put into this team to bring it from what it was last year to what it was this year?
uh, just kind of locked in, you know. A lot of roster shakeups, changing some positions around. We finally fit into a format that we were comfortable with. And I just clicked on people and fed, and my supports helped heal me and save me from dying. So that was pretty hype. Uh, Greatest hazard guy in the MAAC on the team. That helped a lot. And yeah, just that's pretty much it. I don't know.
I also stopped playing Life Weaver.
What do you mean?
Yes, I also banished Saturday from playing Lifeweaver.
I guess that's what works. Getting together the ragtag team that was Niagara, getting a great what's it called, tank player who used to be your support for a brief moment. Um and you just locking in. There was another thing I wanted to ask Saturday if you wanted to acknowledge it. I forgot to ask you this before the stream, but then again, I also didn't want to give away that you guys did win this. Was there a player that you would like to recognize real quick who had to step away from the team for a little bit?
Oh yeah. Our goat Crispy. Bro got hospitalized for believe it's muscular dystrophy of some kind. And this whole semester he's been going in and out of the hospital, and it hasn't been good for him. But recent news, he's getting better and is hopefully planning to come back to us next semester.
Woo!
Yeah.
I look forward to that because I do think Crispy did make an appearance at the beginning of this MAAC season, so it was kind of sad to see him suddenly go. But to hear this good news, that's all we can hope for. So I hope you get better, my guy. I hope everything is up from here. But yeah, once again, yeah, congratulations, guys, on being so good from last year. Like, your growth was amazing. I cannot understate that. I've been with the MAAC for multiple years, and I mean this in the nicest way to all past Niagara teams. But Niagara was consistently last. So to see you guys come out and actually be able to kick my ass, I'm impressed. So good job there, guys.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But yeah, thank you for joining me here. But yeah,
Thank you. I
Thank
hope you're
you.
checking your posture constantly.
I see the amount of
Crazy.
redeems going, and I'm keeping my back as straight as I possibly can. Y'all need to calm down. Y'all are crazy. But yeah, thank you.
That's crazy.
That's
Thank
crazy.
you.
All right. All right. Niagara being the most improved from last year. A lot of credit where credit is due. But yeah, ooh, I see a hydrate mixed in there. Let me drink a little bit. I have been talking for quite some time. Water is delicious. Thanks, Mr. Bean. But yeah, moving on to the most improved team during this year. One of the few, I think their first semester was very shaky to say the least. But this second semester, with the addition of a couple players, I really think they started to turn around. And with the direction that they took, nobody can deny it. A lot of people have been saying it. I do believe Rider University being that team to be the most improved this year. I want to bring on a certain lasers and a certain Rai guy. I did invite you two to join the call. If you guys want to
Oh my! I'd like to thank my mom for birthing me so I could be here. I'd like to thank my uncle for showing me how to play video games when I was 8 years old. I'd like to thank my cats because they're cool and better than yours. I'd like to thank my sister Goop for joining the team, carrying our support, and Ryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna invite Goop because you said that.
Hey, get the whole team on here.
Oh yeah. I agree with lasers. Everything laser said.
About
Thank
her
you.
cats being the number one and better than yours.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Cork, you were
My
invited, by the
cat's
way.
gonna rule the world.
But yeah, Cork, what is your perspective on this entire situation being the most improved team during this year specifically? Because you had a lot of down at the start of the season, but then the amount of ups we saw to bring you to where you are now was quite impressive. But how do you feel about all that?
I mean, we put in the work. I think that in this year alone, or in this semester alone, we've probably scrimmed more this semester than we have in like the past 2 years. If I were to say, so we put in the practice. We had an amazing coach. January helped us out a lot this season. He was the real MVP in our team's improvement.
January mentioned January invited.
What is good?
January definitely
Hello,
single-handedly carried.
Look, bro. That's all you guys. I just saw that you guys had potential, and I gave you a place where you could all thrive. It was all you doing the deadlifting.
At this rate,
Right.
this is crazy. I just have every one of you guys in here right now. The only person we're missing. Where's Grizz? Somebody get Grizz in here. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, Goop, how do you feel about this?
I feel great. I feel like $1,000,000. I think I deserve compensation for being up here. I want to thank my family as well. I want to thank Micro Lasers and January and Corked. I don't know about Cork too much because like he throws a lot, but like overall he's pretty good. And yeah.
Well, like I've said many a times, I've seen you guys grow, and it's quite amazing. Goop, you are quite the character to bring on, especially in the later half. But your impact on this team cannot be understated. I do appreciate you as our second support. Right, guy was there with me, actually played with me for quite some time. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you, homie. But it's gonna be sad to see you go. I saw you grow with a different team for a little bit, and honestly, I must say this right now. Ryder, this team that you guys have right now might have started off a bit struggling, but you guys grew to be the best Ryder team that we've had so far. Better than my years, better than anything I can imagine. So good job on being the team you guys are now.
Thank you. Glaze us. Glaze us in the comments. Like and subscribe. Follow my YouTube channel.
Yes.
Follow my Instagram.
Here's good luck.
Instagram shopping.
All right, I'll move you all back. But yeah, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Ranger.
Thank you.
Ranger.
Thanks to you.
Oop. Everything's being pressed. Every button is being pressed. Give me a second. I've got to get back on track. But yeah, Ryder being the most improved during this year. But we have to move. Let me see. What is this year? Whoops. But yeah. Now we get to the most underrated players. And I want to take a quick second to acknowledge the fact that so many players got tossed into this category. Just looking at the amount of names that got tossed in there was crazy. Everybody looked at somebody and was like, this player, that player, that player. And like what, like just like the top three. I want to just say this. The top three players that we have for the most underrated is going to be Lasers, Echo, and I Love BTG. But the problem is we can only have one person winning at the end of the day. And the question is, who out of those three is the most underrated? But the answer is I'm a goddamn liar, because the answer is all three of them tied for the most underrated. Lasers, Echo, and I Love BTG. I do believe we have Lasers in the chat once again. We can bring her back. I don't think I have BTG or Echo in this call right now. Am I wrong on that?
I literally thank my mom again. This time I want to thank my daddy for putting in that legwork. I want to thank my other uncle for playing COD Zombies all the time. I want to thank my grandma for bringing me to church. I want to thank my mom for buying me a PC. What else can I thank? I'm gonna thank my third cat pizza. I'm gonna thank the team for locking in this last semester. I'm gonna show hate to Quirked for throwing my games. Then I'm gonna thank Quirked for being tank. Wait, what am I winning for? What did I do?
You were recognized as one of the most underrated players. Although, like, yeah, your skill is pretty good, but at the same time, like, people sleep on like what you do. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched you from like perspective, like you, like when you hit, you freaking hit. But there's a lot of the times where I think people catch on to like the dead air essentially and don't recognize you as much. But when you do pop off, Queen, people notice. And that's why that's why like this is
that's why I get targeted so bad immediately when I start popping up and I can't do anything anymore.
But yeah, congratulations.
Well, thank you for the award.
Thank you
so much
on being recognized by the players. But yeah, thank you for joining again. I gotta pop you
Thank
out.
you.
No, I don't got anybody else. I do believe what's it called? Echo did pop out for a little bit to get food. So sadly, he's not gonna be here. So we're gonna keep moving on with the final two awards for the most improved player. We know that a lot of players have come and grown throughout this entire season. We've watched Niagara get really good. We watched Sienna switch team players around and have a strong showing. I'm not even quite sure how to like say this. There's just so many teams. Like as much as like yes, I love the top 4, top 3 teams. It was the middle 4 that gave me the most entertainment, and to watch those players grow is amazing. Like I really love the competition coming out this year, and I want to give you all the credit that you deserve. But the player that everybody has chosen to recognize, and saw their growth from where they were to where they are now, everybody recognized Mr. Oh, where'd he go? Bring him back. Mr. Court. Court being the number one improved player. I do believe you won this last year as well, sir. So if you would like to comment on how it feels to be, I think, a two-time winner.
Wow, it's amazing. Going from like last year to this year, I don't know, I just like kept with the game, and grinded a lot of comp. I don't know. I think I had like 900 games played one season or something.
That's way too much, brother. You need to calm down sometimes. What? Are you passing class? Are you still a Rider student at this rate? Is your GPA good
Yeah,
enough?
yeah. Yep.
Okay, good.
We're succeeding.
That's all that matters. Remember, kids, you're all college students. Pass your classes first. Do not believe a word. He skips class to play Overwatch. I can believe that. But I do want to recognize you, sir. Most improved. Not only from last year, this year, and within this year. I do believe I watched you grow from. Were you a silver player when you joined? Or were
Yeah,
you
I
a
think I
gold
was
player?
silver.
You were a
Like,
silver Lucio player who got shoved into the tank position. And I will not lie, you touched top 500, right?
yeah, at the beginning of the season.
Impressive to say the least.
I believe
Every
just 5 seasons ago I was silver.
That's kind of wild. That's just crazy. But yeah. Anything else you want to tell us, good sir? Your feelings, how you feel to be recognized as the most improved? Yes. I
Thanks
think
every.
I think Goop has some questions or has some something to say about you, but we'll move on from that. Thanks, Goop. But yeah, what do you want to say, good sir?
Thanks for everybody who voted for me. Shout out to the people who voted.
Remember, at the end of the
And that's it.
day, everybody does acknowledge each other. So yeah. But thank you, Court, for joining me. I'm gonna move on now. And finally, I do believe we are getting to the last question. Not the last. Yeah, the last award, the final award, the most important award. But before I do that, I do want to bring to the attention your MAAC 2024-2025 Overwatch champions. At the end of the day, was Mount St. Mary's. I want to congratulate you guys on an amazing run. One thing I want to note, and it's impressive to say the least, but like I watched your games for throughout the season, and it was quite interesting to see that you guys were able to take the win against Maris. Not that you guys struggled fully throughout the regular season. You guys did fail to beat Maris on the two occasions that you guys did meet, but you guys didn't go down without a fight. It was very close. It was very entertaining. I really loved the games that were within the regular season, and it was really close. I remember waking up and making breakfast, and I turned on the stream while you guys were playing against Maris. And by that point, Maris was 2-0. I thought that was going to be the end of the stream. Next thing I know, 3 maps later, we have a reverse sweep coming in for Mount St. Mary's to win the championship. Bring it back. It was crazy. I think I left my breakfast downstairs because you guys were playing so well. But congratulations, Mount St. Mary's. You are our champions for this year. But yeah, being the number one team, but who is the most valuable player of the MAAC as voted by the players? I want to take a quick second and acknowledge the fact that this award is not only presented by me, but by all your peers and fellow players who voted for you at the end of the day. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest for this MVP directly. I don't know if you're here, both in chat or in the Twitch, but it's crazy. me personally, I didn't pick you to be MVP. But I want you to know that that's not because like I didn't think that you like performed or did anything. I saw a lot of players. I saw so many people. I saw players across all sorts of teams. I could have been rider biased and said corked. I saw all these players who put in the effort, even if at the end of the day they weren't able to push to be the number one team. There was so much work put in by any and all players that I thought so many people deserve the MVP status, no matter what their team finishing spot was. There were so many good players that I just wish I could pick you all. But at the end of the day, this vote is going to be down to the players of the MAAC, and they all have chosen one specific person. You have been recognized. You've been acknowledged by both your coach, your team, or not both, but you've been acknowledged by your coach, your teammates, and even yourself, good sir. Your achievements cannot be understated. Not only by those guys, but also we we here as the players, me as a caster, and anybody else watching in. We all acknowledge your achievement and skill as a player. That did not go unnoticed. I really am impressed with everything that this player had to offer. And at the end of the day, like I said, it might have not been my choice, but I am 100% happy with this choice. I do believe you deserve it. So it is with my great pleasure and honor to recognize this player to be our MAAC 2024-2025 Player Choice MVP for Overwatch specifically. The the winner is Mr. Zariel himself from Mount St. Mary's. Congratulations, Zariel. Is there anybody? Can I have somebody, Mr. Moses, or somebody from Mount St. Mary's? Can you guys come and just talk, whether it's on his behalf? I'm impressed with you, good sir. I just need somebody. I would accept Zariel himself. But instead, we are going to get Moses. Welcome back to the chat, good sir.
Hello.
I guess if you had to be put in Zariel's shoes, how would you accept this award, good sir?
I can't fill those shoes. I actually can't. That guy is a demon. Like, is there a way you can wait? Hold on. I'm gonna message him and see if he can join.
He just got to get in this chat, and I could invite him to the chat. But yeah,
Wait? I can't send invites though
I think he's
to
in
get
the
him in
server.
the. Is he in the server?
Oh, there he is. I'm gonna invite him to speak now.
Yeah, get him in here.
Now I don't know where the button is to accept the invite, but oh, there he is.
The king, the king,
the MVP of the MAAC. How does it feel, good sir?
Good, very good. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who voted for me. I do believe Big African 22 should have got this reward. He had my vote.
He had your vote?
That's my goat right there, yes.
Sir, you had like one of my secondary votes, as I said plenty of times on the chat. I do want to acknowledge your one teammate, Sammy. Sammy, that big happy guy. He had my vote. I loved him throughout the day. But it doesn't matter how I feel. At the end of the day, the MVP is going to stay with Mount St. Mary's, but it's going to stay with you specifically, good sir. Tell us, how do you feel like pushing yourself to get here? Do you like just tell us anything, honestly?
It was a hard season, just like I said, I think it's pretty common knowledge that I don't particularly enjoy the game, so I'm glad to have a strong ending with the boys right now.
A two-time.
I am in a World of Warcraft raid as we speak.
Oh my god, brother. I'm sorry. Don't die in there.
Oh no, I already did die, so we're chilling.
Oh, okay. Reasonable. No wonder why you're here.
Shout out to everybody who voted for me. Thank you. And also Sammy. Get mogged, nerd. My award now.
Maybe next year that man could secure this spot.
Nature's healing, as some people say.
So now that you're a two-timer, right? You came in this league. Did you start playing this league? Did Mount St. Mary's start joining this league like 2 years ago, right?
My
Yeah.
freshman year, we were in a different league. So my sophomore year, we joined the MAAC.
Okay, because I remember seeing the introduction of Mount St. Mary's, and I saw you absolutely come out of nowhere and destroy us. I will be honest, I genuinely underestimated Mount just because you guys were new to the league, and then you like just slapped me over the head, and I was like, never mind, this team is to be reckoned with. It's kind of interesting to watch you play, sir. I actually started watching some of your Zarya gameplay, and I cannot compare or bring myself to your level, but I can always watch and try to pick up pointers. So you're
I
you're
carried him.
you're a bit of an inspiration to some players. Although I'll stay, I guess, I think platinum at this point forever.
Thank you, thank you. If you need a tip, never bubble your supports. They're noobs. Don't ever do that. All right.
Bro,
Trust me on that one.
I cannot turn around that far to bubble them anyway. Don't worry, I'm too far deep.
Yeah, you got to be in the back line.
But yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say, good sir, before your raid kicks back up and you have to actually pay attention?
Nothing crazy. Just thank you for everyone. Thanks to my team. Had a good year. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. And once again, congratulations on being the MVP and for the Players' Choice Award specifically.
Thank you. Thank you.
And congratulations on your overall season win to win it all, both to you and Moses here as well. So yeah.
Thanks, gang.
Thanks. All right. Thank you guys for joining us and enjoy your raid, good sir. Oh, he's already gone. He left right before I finished saying that. Brother had to go.
Yeah, that sounds about like him. He did the same with scrims.
That's crazy, but he's able to do so. I mean, at the end of the day,
Oh yeah, no,
be
he's
the
the
MVP.
king.
He do be the MVP. Once again, though. But yeah, thank you, good sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. And with that said, everybody, I think that is going to bring us to a close in terms of all the awards. To everybody who won something, congratulations. And to those who didn't, it's not that we didn't want to pick you. There's just awards are like that. I hate the fact that we only have to pick one. Like I said, MVP was the toughest one for me, but it's not up to me. It's up to you all. At the end of the day, I want to recognize every player, every senior, even the coaches that put in the effort to play this season. Congratulations, everybody. And thank you for an amazing Overwatch season. I really enjoyed this year. Even as just a caster, it was impressive. I love everything about it, and I love you all. I hope whatever comes in the future goes well for everybody. So yeah, thank you for joining here, everybody. And I think that's going to do it for us on the cast. Good night.
No point in blaming you, you did not know.